Hi YouTube, and welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me today. Today I wanted to go to Daiso this morning to pick up some of these little attachments for a wire rack that I got from Daiso. I'll show you the wire rack because I told you guys I was going to show you what I put the earrings on. I put them on the wire rack. So this is the wire rack that I got from Daiso, and I put my wire earrings on there. I put just a piece of paper in the back, but they're on there with these little plastic clips that I don't like. So they're on there right now with these little plastic clips, but I don't like them because the earrings slide down and all of that. And then I had one, and then I have about 6 or 7 of these, which are clips too that I can put on there. But I only have about 6 or 7, so I wanted to find something else. So I looked up online to see what Daiso uses for the wire rack, and they use these. So I went to Daiso to get these. Well, I went out thinking Daiso opened at 9 o'clock in the morning. They don't open until 10. So now I got a whole hour to burn. So there's a Hobby Lobby in the area too. So I ended up going to Hobby Lobby, which I did need some paracord for my backpacks, but I spent way more in Hobby Lobby than paracord. But I did get this ribbon, grosgrain ribbon, for the sides of the backpack, because I didn't really like doing the fabric. So I might have to do the fabric a little bit different. I'm not sure, but so far the fabric to me was a little thick, so I wanted something different. So I ended up getting some ribbon, and they didn't have a plain black one, so that's how come this one has white in it. So I did end up getting some paracord. I did end up getting some white and black paracord, so this should get me 4 backpacks each or something like that. So we'll see how far I get with this. But I wanted something a little bit thicker, but I figured I'd start with this. So I got these 2. And then I wanted to also, I'm going to show you what else I got at Hobby Lobby. First, I'm going to show you my makes from the little amigurumi box. So I made 2 more animals from the amigurumi box. I made the koala, and I made the chick. Now my chick don't look like a chick. My husband thought the chick was a duck. But it's supposed to be a chick, but I didn't put the wings on correctly. And my koala, I didn't like it that I didn't put the ears far enough back, but he could tell that one was a koala. So let me show you my koala. Here's my koala. I wish I would have put the ears back a little bit, but you could tell it's a koala, so, you know. And I use that same yarn that I use for the elephant, because worsted weight, for amigurumi, for me, not gonna happen. And then here's my chick, and I put the arms up too high. I should have put the arms down a little bit, because this is what the chick is supposed to look like, and my chick. And then also I made just 6 single crochets in the magic circle for the feet, because even though I didn't understand what they were asking me to do with the feet and the pattern. So I just winged it and did my own thing. So it stands up, but I wish I would have put just a little bit of pellets in it. In the koala as well, it stands up, but I wish I would have put a little bit of pellets in it. So that was my make. So I'll still continue to make, because a lot of the bodies, like I think all 3 of these bodies were made the same exact way. And then the heads, they have like a standard body and a standard head. This one, I used the head for the body, because the head is supposed to be the bigger part and the body is supposed to be the littler part. But I reversed it because I didn't like it. It wouldn't stand up the other way, so I reversed it so it would stand up. And then on the koala, the head is the bigger part, and the body on all three of these are the same. Uh, it's the same technique, even though I used the body for the head for the duck, but it's still the same technique. So I do like that about it because it's interchangeable. And most of the patterns in here take the same body and the same head, so you can just make a bunch of bodies and heads for whatever animals you want to make, and then you can go from there. So that's what I made from my little card deck. And then I already showed you my ribbon and my paracord. So then I ended up getting some more beads from Hobby Lobby because my son gave me money for Mother's Day. He always gives me money for Mother's Day. Thank you, Gary. And so I ended up getting this bead mix. And these are the sparkly ones. So I ended up getting these. I really like these sparkly ones. And I seen them a couple of times ago, but I would never buy them because they was kind of like, they're a little pricey. But since my son gave me money, I said, oh, I'll go ahead and get them. And then this is my first time seeing these today. And these were $8.99, but I went ahead and picked them up. And these are leaves. They're a bead mix of leaves, and they're really cute. So I'm not sure how I use them, but I'm planning on using them. So those are really cute. And then I plan on using these in the center of some of the wire earrings in the center, a drop down. So I got those. I love butterflies. So I also got these butterflies, and I plan on using those in the center of some of the drop down. And these ones are gold. And these ones are silver. So today I bought some gold memory wire for these ones, a little bit bigger. And then I also got some beads. These were $3.99. These were $2.99, and I'll probably put these in the center of some of the earrings as well. These were $2.49, and I like it because you got quite a bit. You got enough to make earrings. And I think they're glass, so I'm hoping that they won't be too heavy. And then I got a lot of wood beads and stuff. So I got this one, and this was $3.99, and there's lots of little wood chips on here. So I'll make something with these, or I'll put these between some of my wood beads. This was $2.99, and I like it because you got 2 strands. So you got enough to make at least 2 to 4 pair of earrings. And I liked it, these ones, because they were lots of multicolors, and I figure I can use them for something, and these were $2.99. And they're not too heavy. They're not glass, I don't think. I think they might be ceramic. It said, oh no, these are acrylic. It says they're dyed acrylic beads. But I like how they have the little sparkle on there. Or the little, they look like little diamondy sparkles or something. And then I love that these ones, these are purple ones and I'll probably do the purple earrings. Probably keep the strand together and maybe make the earrings like that. And then here's a lighter of the little orange looking beads. This is like a little lighter version, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it is, because this one's a little bit darker. But I like them both, so I got them both. And they're different sizes too. And then I got these. I liked these little sparkles. They got sparkles on the inside of the bead. One more bead. And then I also got these little, they're like purple looking color, but I figure I can use them in a bunch of different things. So I got these. And then also from Daiso, I ended up getting, let's do our word of the Lord. Our word of the Lord is coming from my Everything I Need to Know. I learned from the Bible poster, and it says, know where you're headed, and you will stay on solid ground. And that's Proverbs 4:26. And I'm not sure what version of the Bible that one is from. It doesn't tell me. But it's not the NIV, and it's not the new, it might be the New Living Translation. I'm not sure. But it is Proverbs 4:26. So if you want to read the scripture, you can go back and find the scripture. I also ended up getting at Hobby Lobby. I got some stickers. So I got, I think, 3 of these ones. And these are just Bible stickers that I'll put on my lessons or whatever. And I'll share them with some of my Bible study fellowship sisters. So I got 3 of those. And then I got 3 of these ones. 3 of these ones. And these ones were 74 cents. And so were these. These were 74 cents too. And they just have a lot of Christ words on them. So I'll share these with some of my sisters too. I'll cut them apart, make a little sticker pack, and give them out to some of the girls. And I got 3 of those. And then this one was 99 cents. But I just really, really love the black and gold foil. So this one was 99 cents, but it's just a sticker that I'll put on some of my BSF pages as well. I like to decorate my pages and stuff when I do my lesson. I also ended up getting some sublimation blanks. So I got this one, and it's like a little banner, and it shows you this is what it's like, the size of it. And I'm going to probably put like new products or put my business name on it or something like that. But so that's what I'm going to do with this one. And I got 2 square ones, and they were $1.99, I think. Yeah, $1.99. And then I can use these grommet holes and some zip ties to tie them to the top of my tent. And I have 2 tents. And then I also got these flag ones. And this one is like this little flag style, and it's 12.5 by 17.3. So, and I can put sublimation on it as well. And then it has grommets as well that I can hang from my zip tie to my tent. And so these was $1.49. They did have some in the front that said $1.99, but I saw one in the back that said $1.49. And then when I moved it, I saw a couple, so I grabbed the $1.49 one because they were the same exact specs. And then I ended up getting some storage for my beads, but I didn't mean to get all of these storages, but I forgot to put some back. So anyway, I ended up getting this one, and I can put some beads in it. And this is one I grabbed at the last minute. So I grabbed this one. And let me tell you about this one. So I took this one to the front to get it to pay when I was paying for everything. So you guys know how I always tell you that I add up everything in my head. Well, I added up everything in my head, but not to the penny. So, and then I was adding a few things on after, so I kind of lost count because I was talking to somebody. So then when I get to the register and she rings up all my items, it comes to $231. And I said, man, I went way over my budget. I was like, I didn't think I went that far over. But I said, I'll have to look at my receipt when I leave the store. So I get out the store, and I'm walking out the store. I'm not fully out the store, but I'm walking out that door where the other little area is before you go outside. And I see there's a item on my receipt for $98.89. And I said, I didn't buy nothing for $98. So I turn around, I go back in the store, and I said, excuse me, but I think there's a price on here that's wrong. And so the manager guy looks at it, and he was like, yeah, because I don't think we even sell anything in jewelry for $98. So he said, yeah, that's a mistake. I said, yeah, she probably was ringing up this bucket that I got for $8.99 and put a 9 in front of it. So he said, yeah, let me just take it off. So he took it off. So that put us $107 back in my pocket. So, yeah, that was kind of funny. And then the other storage container I got was this one. And I figure I put my seed beads in this one because this one has deep containers, and I don't think if you turn it over that they spill. That's my biggest concern. I don't want them to spill over. So I'll probably put some seed beads in one, turn it over, and see if it will spill out. Because these are kind of deep, and seed beads would go really, really well in these. And I got lots of seed beads. And then what else do I have for you? I think I showed you my gold memory wire. And then I'm not sure if I showed you these. I have a lot of flowers, and I think I showed you when I was doing my discipleship in my home with my crafting discipleship class. The ladies, I was going to have them make some, I made some flower bookmarks. And I was going to have my class make some, but my daughter got sick, and I ended up going to Virginia for 2 months. So, we didn't get to make them, but I still have so many flowers that I ended up getting some pins, some some giant paper clips so I could make more flower bookmarks. And I'm going to probably this don't look like it got 12 in it. Hobby Lobby be like tripping on you. They be cheating you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's on. Oh, no wonder, because it's open, so it doesn't have 12 in there. I'm gonna have to stay out of Hobby Lobby. I'm really gonna have to stay out of Hobby Lobby. They just be cheating you. But anyway, I'm like, but then I have to look in my bag too to see if anything fell out, because I thought when I first picked it up, it might have did have 12 in there, but it's only 8 in there now, but I'm not going to worry about it. But my church has our mission statement is from the neighborhood to the nations. Like, our pastor is coming back today from Mongolia. He's been in Mongolia. He went to Mongolia and the Philippines to minister. He took a team with him. He always takes a team with him, or at least 1 or 2 people with him when he goes. Like, the church is going to, I think, the Philippines in July. When I'm going on my cruise, I think they'll be coming back the day that my husband and I leave to go on the cruise, which is why we're not going to the Philippines. But so there's about maybe 20 people going to the Philippines with him. So yeah, but our motto is from the neighborhood to the nation. So I think this year I'm going to do Christmas to the nations, Christmas from the neighborhood to the nations drive for myself. So I'm going to like make little animals and stuff. I'm going to make some of the backpacks that I did. I have so much fabric. I'm going to make some of the backpacks that I did. And I'm going to put earrings in the backpacks, hats in the backpacks, paper clips in the backpack. So I'm going to just bless the nations. And then we also do outreach here at home every year too. So I'll probably do some things for home as well. And then, yeah, because I'm still getting rid of a lot of stuff. My husband's going to retire in about a year, and we're planning to travel. So I don't want to have a house full of stuff just sitting here. And which brings me to my next thing, which is like, I have such low engagement here on YouTube. I'm probably not going to do very many videos anymore because the engagement is just too low. So, yeah, I mean, if my engagement was better, I'd probably take the time to make more videos or whatever. But since my engagement is so low, people don't really watch my videos anyway, and hardly anybody watches them to the end. So if you watch this video to the end, why don't you leave me a thumbs up so I'll see if you watched it to the end. But yeah, so I'm probably not going to make more videos, but yeah, we'll see how much engagement I get, how many thumbs up I get on this one. If I get a lot of thumbs up, then maybe, but I doubt if I get thumbs up because people don't watch my videos until the end, but that's okay. All right, God bless you. You have an awesome and an amazing day, and if I don't see you in a while, you have an awesome and amazing life. God bless you, and you be good. Bye.